Solve the system of equation by converting a matrix equation and using the inverse of the coefficient matrix. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this as a matrix equation. So this is going to be the matrix 3, 4, 7, 9. And then this is going to be multiplied by x, y, which then equals the matrix 10, 20. So I'm going to put that down here, and I'm going to give enough room. I have some kind of matrix multiplied by a variable matrix, which equals some other matrix. And if I multiply this by my inverse matrix and this by my inverse matrix on the same side, this will become my identity matrix, which then will give me just my variables by itself. So I just need to know the inverse of this matrix right here. Well, my last video gave the matrix. So if A is 3, 4, 7, 9, its inverse is going to be negative 9, 4, 7, negative 3. So if I plug these matrices into this equation right here, we're going to get a to the negative 1, which is going to be negative 9, 4, 7, negative 3. And I multiply that to a, which is 3, 4, 7, 9. And then we have our matrix equation, which is xy. And then we have a, again, inverse of a, which is going to be negative 9, 7, 4, negative 3. And then we have b, and b is going to be 10, 20. Now if I multiply these together, and I did that in the last video, you end up getting the identity matrix, which is 1, 0, 0, 1. Anytime you multiply a matrix by its inverse, you're going to get the identity matrix, and then you get x, y. And this equals, now we got to multiply these matrices together, so I got this times this. So it's going to be negative 9 times 10, which is negative 90. And then it's going to be 4 times 20, which is 80. And then this one by this, so 7 times 10 is 70. And then negative 3 times 20, which is negative 60. So then I end up getting 1, 0, 0, 1 multiplied by xy equals negative 90 plus 80, which is going to be negative 10, and 70 minus 60, which is 10. Now multiply this matrix by this matrix. You end up getting 1, 0 multiplied by xy. So that's 1 times x plus 0 plus times y, which is just x. And then you have 0 times 1 times x times y. So 0 times x plus 1 times y, which is just y. So if you notice, anything that is multiplied by the identity matrix is just going to be itself. And this equals negative 10, 10. And if I solve this matrix, that just says that x equals negative 10 and y equals 10. So my answer is going to be negative 10, 10.